Ciao! We're going to introduce you to UNESCO World Heritage Living Treasure and later a 5th generation boat maker, all done by hand. Over 200 years of a family tradition passed down. Incredible.
You know, Esther, somebody asked us this week, can we do something on Sicilian culture? Really, it doesn't get any more authentic than what we're doing today, in my view.
Beautiful hand-painted boat here in Acitrezza. The painter is Salvo Finocchiaro. I talked about him a little bit, but I wanted to show you this boat, 2017, and he's really intent about keeping this tradition of hand-painted boats well and alive here in Acitrezza. Perché hai fatto tutti questo? Come hai iniziato?
Inizio
How did all of this start?
Io praticamente tutti questi oggetti riprodotti sono il risultato di una mia passione sin da quando ero piccolo. Abitavo ad Acitrezza.
So since he was little, he lived in Acitrezza. He's from Acitrezza and it was a passion for him.
Sì. E quindi ho cominciato a costruire da piccolo modellini di barche e poi
hai fatto anche questo?
tutto questo.
So these are
Questo,
all
guarda,
by
questo qui
hand.
ora ti faccio vedere. Do you know Pesce a Mare Acitrezza San Giovanni?
Yes, during the San
Questo è
Giovanni Battista
Little
Festival.
Model. Questo è il piccolo modello della barca di San Giovanni Battista.
Now let me tell you, on June 24th, when we go down to the festival of San Giovanni Battista, before the saint comes out, there's a reenactment of Upisci Amaro, how they used to fish.
Vi spiego un attimo, Este, questo è il modello della Provvidenza.
La Provvidenza is one of the boats that was in La Terratrema.
Dalla Terratrema, sì.
Malavoglia by Giovanni Verga. This scene right here is from La Terratrema by Visconti. He was a producer who made this and pasted on La Malavoglia, which was written by one of Acitrezza's own, Giovanni Verga.
Allora, praticamente le decorazioni geometriche hanno origine dalla dominazione araba in Sicilia.
This is from the Arab domination of Sicily, the top, see? E poi questa occhio è greca.
Occhio è greco e sirena è greco.
Sì.
Ok?
So that part,
Greek,
the lower part is from the Greek period.
Quindi questo è un mixing. È un mixing di storia siciliana, Greek civilization, Arabic civilization.
Perché Sicilia è come un lasagna.
Sì. Questa è una foto originale di Acitrezza 1961.
1961.
Nel momento in cui nascevo, a febbraio del 61, dei turisti erano ad Acitrezza.
This picture was taken in 1961 in Acitrezza. And look at Acitrezza with all the boats, and I'm going to show you what it looks like today. There's a lot of painted boats, but nothing like this. And when Salvo saw this, he was inspired and he replicated it. E questa barca chi è? Bonacorsi?
Sì, l'ha decorata Bonacorsi.
A family Bonacorsi decorated, and he got so inspired that he replicated all of these.
Questo è Foralfio. Caffè de Mare, è presente Foralfio.
Alfio Allori. Let's see this beautiful view of Etna. Looks like a chimney, and pretty soon it's going to be covered.
Cratere di Sud-Est.
So when Salvo is not painting beautiful boats, he's a math and science teacher. Dove?
In Acireale.
Sì. Scuola superiore?
No, praticamente sono le scuole serali per adulti, for adults.
For adults. Wow.
That's great.
And there's his beautiful wife. Buongiorno.
Ciao, hello.
These are the books that he read over the years to understand how some of these boats were built. Wow.
Questo autore è Filippo Castro, da Terrasini, Palermo. Filippo ha studiato negli anni 70 tutte le barche tradizionali di Sicilia e ha costruito i modellini.
E lui, so there are some people.
Questo è il modellino tipico di zona di Catania,
Sì,
quindi Acitrezza,
this is
vedi,
all-
riconosci,
sì.
sirena.
This really is a dying art. Non molto persona sta facendo questo lavoro. Not a lot of people are doing this work. Che vuoi dire a giovani, to the young? What do you want to say to encourage them to do this?
Allora, questo è un lavoro che si sarebbe perduto se non l'avessi ripreso. Quindi io spero di aver dato inizio ad un'attività che poi magari potrà essere ripresa dai giovani, però opportunamente guidati, perché praticamente questo possa continuare ad essere un orgoglio nostro della Sicilia. La Sicilia è la terra dei colori.
Sicily is the land of color. You know, I've said it so many times, Sicilians are such amazing artists. You can see it so well with Salvo's work and all the other boats in Acitrezza and other quintessential Sicilian fishing villages. But it's not just the boats, it's things like ceramics. You take a look at the ceramic works all over Sicily, not just Santo Stefano de Camastra, Sciacca, and Caltagirone, but all over Sicily. They're great examples of ceramics works. And how about the Sicilian carts? We've shown you guys Sicilian cards so many times. Those are such a great expression of Sicilian culture, of Sicilian tradition. Unfortunately, also a dying tradition. And then you take a look at the desserts. Can you just walk into a pastry shop and all you can do is say, wow, how beautiful are these sweets? Almost too good to eat. All of those are such true expressions of what it means to be a Sicilian. The use of colors, the use of shapes, the use of so many things to create some things that are so beautiful to take in. So my wish for you is that you get to come here to Sicily and get to see some of these things that we've been bringing you through videos firsthand. Che pensi questo onore? What do you think of this honor that you're a living treasure, UNESCO living treasure?
Per me, diciamo, è un grande onore, anche perché è, come dire, il risultato di una passione che mi ha sempre accompagnato sin da quando ero piccolo. Quindi per me è stato più importante che arrivare ad una laurea.
This is so indicative, you know, you stick with your passion, you keep
Siracusa.
doing it, and this is what you
Siracusa.
get.
Tipica barca di Siracusa.
These are typical decorations from Syracuse.
Esther, questo è un present for you.
Grazie. This is so beautiful. These are the boats at Café del Mar, one of the
Okay.
places that we
Sì.
frequented, and we've done so many videos on it. And so when you go to Café del Mar and you're sitting
Caffè
down.
de Mar, Acitrezza.
Next, we're going to go head back to Acitrezza. Yes, I know we keep going to Acitrezza, but trust me, there's so many treasures down there. And meet a father-son, 5th generation of boat makers. They've been doing this for over 200 years. Why? For the love of what they do. I just love that.
You know, the whole the crafts of like making Italian carts or carving Sicilian puppets and painting them, boat making like you're going to see in just a bit, it's a dying craft in Sicily. The young kids just aren't getting involved in it. The passion with the young kids is a different passion towards life. But this is a good throwback, and it warmed my heart when I saw the raw footage. So you did a good job.
Enjoy.
Salvatore.
Salvatore,
Sì,
fatto barca.
sì. Anche più grandi, eh?
Quale?
Ci sono le foto qua di dietro.
Look at all these boats over here. doggy.
Patrono di Acitrezza San Giovanni.
Giovanni, like the patron saint of Acitrezza. Now there's his dad right there. E una volta tu mi hai detto questa, sì, questa è tutta generazione.
Bisnonno, nonno,
Great
papà,
grandfather.
fratello, io.
E poi tu. E una volta mi hai detto, oh, questo è un computer.
Sì, dai. Il computer che ha fatto mio padre.
He says, this is the computer. Buongiorno. This is how they built the boats. They didn't have a computer, but he hand wrote all the numbers and indications on how to do it. And look at this. Handmade boats to this day. Can't get more authentic than this. What a treasure.
Amore del mio lavoro, solo per amore, non per guadagno, perché il guadagno ormai è pochissimo, però l'amore è più forte del guadagno.
I asked him why he keeps doing this after all these generations, and he said because of the love. Bello, è una tradizione veramente bellissima.
Io sono fiero e orgoglioso di essere la quinta generazione della mia famiglia, tutti maestri d'ascia.
He's
Quindi
very
ho
proud of his
216 anni di storia alle spalle.
Wow.
216 anni.
216 years the family
Io
has been
sono
doing this.
l'ultimo della mia famiglia dei maestri d'ascia.
E tu hai figli?
Sì, però non c'è problema di continuare perché non c'è lavoro, non c'è.
Ah,
diciamo,
his kids don't want to continue.
Non c'è costruzione, quindi adesso c'è la
peccato.
resina, i gommoni, la resina.
These guys are legendary. On a Sunday, by the way. Grazie, buona domenica.
A voi, grazie a lei.
I have a big smile on my face. I love this stuff.
Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Sicilian humor, which really is based on life experiences. One thing about Sicilians is that they, not only do they make fun of themselves, but they make fun of things that happen to them. Let me give you a quick example that happened to me a couple years ago. I go walking all the time, well I did before my leg acted up, down to Acitrezza because it's flat. So one day I'm walking, minding my own business, on the flat surface, and what do I see on the ground but a wallet? So I pick up the wallet, open it up, and sure enough, there was 230 euro in there. There was 2 credit cards, a Visa and a MasterCard, and a residence identification card. So me being a good Samaritan, I continue on walking. I go to the Sheraton where the meter maids are, and I go up to the meter maid and I said, hey, I says, look what I found. And I gave her the wallet, and she opened it up. And she looked at inside, and then she looked at me, she looked inside, she looked at me, and she said, but there's 230 euro in there. I says, yeah, I know. That's what I found. So she picked up the walkie-talkie. She called the Acitrezza cops. They came down. She gave the cop the wallet. Cop came up to me. He says, you found this? I says, yeah. He says, but there's 230 euro in there. Now, what does that mean? Well, I know what it means, is that neither the meter maid nor the cop expected that an honest citizen would find a wallet with 230 euro in it and hand it in. And by the way, it came in handy because a year later, the meter maid, her name was Giovanna, by the way, I'll never forget that. I was overdue on my parking. I hadn't put the money in to get a ticket, and Giovanna was waiting for me, and she says, I knew this was your car, I didn't give you a ticket. So guess what? That is Sicilian humor. Ciao.
And here's the beautiful boat that he gifted us. We actually have one of these because Cafe de Mar is one of the restaurants we go to all the time with our friends and our clients and Sicilia's. And imagine just sitting at the table with this. Every single table has one of these, so it's very, very cool. And then this hand-painted picture frame with the Acitrezza rocks down there. So we thank you, Salvo, for all of these. Now, the other thing I wanted to tell you is, besides Salvo, there's other UNESCO World Heritage living treasures. Gaetano Russo in Mistretta, we featured him. He's a rock carver. He carves all types of things. He's also a UNESCO recognized. There's lots of artists all over Sicily really recognized for the exceptional work that they've been doing for a long time. Now, I want to tell you that it's not just these artists, but it's everyday Sicilians. You know, when you go to some of the fruit and vegetable places, the displays are just so beautiful. As I mentioned, bakeries. Sicilians have a knack for this stuff. They really do.
Well, I want to talk about another living Sicilian, what is it called?
Treasure.
And he's from Galveston, Texas. And he's also from Acitrezza. His name is Alfio Tropia, who had a birthday this week. And what he did was on Facebook, he put one of those Facebook fundraisers, and he made us, so far, $575 for the Sicilian Project.
That's our nonprofit.
Our nonprofit.
TheSicilianProject.com. We thank you, Alfio, and we thank everyone who's donated and helped, because what we do is turn around and give it back to the community in many ways.
You know, the other thing I wanted to say about Sicilian culture, that came from one of our viewers.
Yes, that idea.
As an idea. And if you have an idea of stuff that you'd like us to shoot, we would be happy to tell you the story about that. But let's not forget the historic, profound effect that Sicilians have had not only on Sicilian culture, but the world culture. And I'll point to you to one man, Antonello Messina, the famous Renaissance painter who influenced such titans such as Michelangelo, Raffaello, and all those guys, and introduced the whole idea of darkness versus light on his paintings, Esther, and the smoky way he painted, smufato it's called.
Very interesting.
It's great. And we don't have time to talk about it, but I saw it one time, and I went all the way to Taormina to see the darn thing. It was on a piece of wood, 5 inches square. I couldn't believe it. It was so small. But in those days, that's what they did. They painted on wood. But the point is this. Famous writers, famous artists, famous operas, famous painters, now scientists, mathematicians, all from a small, tiny Mediterranean island. That's why sono siciliano.
And I'm proud to be here helping everyone learn about all these treasures, because truly Sicily is full of them. So on that note, if you're still watching and it's Sunday, Buona Domenica, thank you for being here. We love you guys. We love this community. We love bringing you videos. If you're new around here, subscribe to this channel. We bring you videos every single week from and about Sicily. And on that note, arrivederci. Grazie mille. A dopo.
Ciao. Ciao.